modeling decimals with multiplication. So we did a little bit of this in the last video when we were learning how to multiply decimals. Okay, so let's look at a model of 0.6. So here it is, 0.6, and remember decimals are fractions, so 0.6 is 6/10. Right, it's in the 10th place. There it is. So we're going to make 10 boxes representing the 10. 1/10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7/10, 8/10, 9/10, and of course 10/10 means we have one whole thing, one whole box. Remember, 10 over 10 equals 1, or any number over itself is 1. So here we have 6/10, and the blue is shading in the 6 of them. So we have 6 shaded blues, and that represents 6/10. 6 out of the 10 are blue, and that represents 6/10. So what do you think this is? What decimal would this be? The first thing you want to know is, are we using tenths or hundredths? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 here, and we have 10 here. And 10 times 10 is 100. Remember area? You should remember the area of a rectangle is the length times the width. That means length times width. 10 times 10. The area is 100 units squared. 100 units squared. We'll go over area again when we talk about geometry. So we know we have 100 boxes here. So we know our fraction will be over 100 because we have 100 boxes. And how many are shaded red? So we have 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We have 25 hundredths. And we can put that in lowest terms. 25 goes into 25 once and 100 4 times, so we can make that 1/4. But initially we had 25 over 100. So that's the fraction, so the decimal is 0.25. It's in the 100th place. So we have 25 boxes out of 100. So it's 0.25, 25 hundredths. Remember, decimals are fractions. So in the last video, we multiplied fractions, and we briefly did models at the end of the video. So here we have 0.3 times 0.4. And first we wanted to do, we did 10 boxes first of 0.4, or 0.3. It doesn't matter with multiplication. So the red is 0.4. So this red is 0.4. So if we have 100 boxes here, well, first initially we started with 10 boxes, 10 long boxes, and we filled them in with red. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 represents 4/10. And the 3/10, we did it left to right. The blue is the 3/10. And where they share right here. This is where you'll see a blue and red. And you count the boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 0.12 is the answer, and we did that actually in the last video. So how would we do this one then? 0.9 times 0.3. Let's model it. So again, first we start off with a giant square. It doesn't have to be perfect. And again, since I told you last video, we should have different colors. Okay, so we want to make initially 10 boxes, and it doesn't really matter if you go up or down or left to right first. It doesn't matter. If you have 9 lives, you have 9 lines. There we go with the lives again. If you have 9 lines, you'll have the 10 boxes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and let's put one more over here. So let's count now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's our 10. We have 10 long rectangular boxes. And we want to shade in 0.9. 9 of them. So we know that all of these, all the way up to here, all this will be shaded green. Because this is 9 out of 10 that are green. So this represents 9/10. Now to represent 3/10, what do you think we have to do? Okay, since we already did up and down, now we have to go left and right. 10 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's our 10. Okay. And now we want to fill in 3 of these 10 boxes going left to right. So again, we want a different color. I'll use red. Right, and so if I fill in these here, 1, 2, there we go, there's 3. So where do you see red and green? Okay, red and green only. We have it, got another marker. So red and green together will give us our answer. So all of this gives us our answer. Let's count the boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. All right. So we know now that the answer will be 0.27. 27 are green and red together out of 100 boxes. Okay, so that's how we model multiplication. Now, sometimes we'll come across something like this. What if we have a decimal and a whole number? Now we have to do something different. Here it's saying 4/10 times 5. So you should know something about multiplication. It's saying that we're going to have 4/10 5 times. And you can see it here. Here's the orange, right? We made 4/10 with the orange. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1. We made 4/10 with the blue. That's 2. We made 2/10 with the red. So that covered that one whole box. And then we went to the next box and we made another 2 reds. So now we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the red. So that's 3. 4 of the yellow. That's 4. And 4 of the gray. That's 5. We put in 4/10 5 times. Here's 1 time, 2 times, 3 times is the red. We had to go into another box. 4 times, 5 times. So we made 2 boxes. So 0.4 times 5 equals 2. And we can check it using the old-fashioned way. 5 times 0.4 is 20, and there's 1 decimal place, so it's 2.0, which is 2. And of course, you could have put the 0.4 on top also, it doesn't matter. So what about this one? See if you can do this. 0.3 times 6. So we know in the old-fashioned way, 6 times 3 is 18, and we have 1 decimal place, so the answer has to be 1.8. Right? Remember, 6 times 3 is 18, 1 decimal place. So here it's saying we need to have 3/10 6 times. So we make one box. We make one box with 10 lines, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Let's see if we have 10 here. We're probably missing 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's our 10. So we need to do 0.3 3 times. So here's 1.3, right? There's 3 boxes shaded, so that's the first box. Right, we'll put a little line here so we can see it. Let's use another color. Move that over so you see it. So we did 0.3 6 times. Here's 1 time we did it. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Here's another 3 boxes. Make sure you're only doing 3 boxes. So that's twice. We did it twice so far. All right, let's use another color again. We need another 3. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. We'll use black. We've done it 3 times already. Okay. Now, remember this one box we're using represents 1 whole number. So we've done it 3 times, and we have a 1/10 left, but we need to make another box. So let's make another box. Make another box over here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That should be 10. There we go. Okay, so now we need to make another 3/10. Here's 1, here's 2, and that's 3. So this from the last box and 2 more from the new box gives us the 4 times we've done it. Are you getting it so far? Okay, let's use another color. Let's use green. So now we need another 3/10. Remember, it's 3/10 6 times. Here we go. Here's 1, 2, 3 right there. Okay, and that'll be 5 times we've done it. And we'll go back to blue. Need another 3/10 because we have to do it 6 times. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Here we go. We've done it 6 times. We've made 0.3 6 times. So what do we have? Well, we have one whole number because we have one whole box filled. But over here, the only thing we have filled is we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes filled. 2 are not. So we have 8 out of 10 filled. It's 1 8/10, which, as a decimal, is 1.8, which is the answer we got in the beginning. Okay, so if you didn't understand that, I would rewind the tape, and then we'll talk more about it in class. But again, when you see a whole number and a decimal, you're trying to do the decimal the amount of times the whole number is telling you. So in this case, it's saying 0.3 6 times, and we've done 3/10 6 times. If you can see this, we did it once here, 2, 3. We had to carry it over to the next box, 4, 5, and 6. And so we did it 6 times. We had one whole complete box, and on the second box, we only had 8/10 completed. But I'll go over more of that in class, and you should rewind the tape. Great job.